Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing another story time. I know this kind of became like a story time channel. That's my bad. But I see that you guys really like them and gravitate towards them, so I decided why not. So today's story time is about the time that I got hit on in cosplay at a convention while I was 12. Yeah, it's a lot. So sit back, relax, or study while I tell you the story. So this was back in, I don't remember what year it was, but I remember I was around 12 to 13. And I want to be able to find the pictures, but I don't think I have them anymore. But I dressed up as Prussia from Hitalia, and it was a last minute kind of like done last night kind of cosplay. To give you an idea of what this character looks like, I'll put it up right here. But it did not look anything like this. It looked more like that, if you know that George Washington anime picture. Yeah, that's kind of like what I mostly looked like. It was a really bad wig with like really bad, it was just really bad, honestly. It was just so bad. Anyways, so we were in the lounge area at the convention center. It was like a hotel, so we were in the lounge area, and we were just like hanging out. It was me, my sister, and her friends. We were just hanging out, you know, just talking and whatever. But right next to the lounge, or at least right next to where we were sitting, there was a bar. And there was this guy who I want to say was in his like late 30s to early 40s, who was like kind of looking at us. Like he kept looking at us, but we didn't notice at the time. But now thinking back on it, he was definitely checking us out, or at least me out. You'll see why. So we were just talking, you know, laughing, having a good time, all that stuff. And then this guy that we were noticing that he was looking at us came to us. And he was basically saying, he said like, "Oh, so what are you guys dressed up for? What's the occasion? What are you dressed up for?" So we explained to him what an anime convention is and that type of stuff. And we're in cosplay, we're cosplaying, we're just here to see friends, all that type of stuff. And he was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool." Mind you, I'm not the only one dressed up, but my sister's friends and her were dressed up. So like it's obviously we're all in cosplay, but for some reason he just gravitates towards me. He immediately goes to me and he goes, "So what are you cosplayed as?" I was like at this time I was like very shy. I was a very shy child. I spoke not a lot. I'd rather be alone, that type of thing. I was very introverted back then. So he asked like, "So what are you cosplaying as?" And I was like, I'm cosplaying as Prussia from Hitalia, like barely speaking, like even lower than that. So he was like, he said like, "What?" You know, because I was like a mouse. I just wasn't very outgoing. So I like explained again, and he was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool. That's cool," like as if he knows who the Prussia from Hitalia is. Like obviously, like he didn't know, and he didn't care. But he then asks like, so you know, that's pretty interesting. You know, you have really pretty eyes." And he just gets closer to me. And like I start to panic because I'm just like, "Oh god, what is happening? Ooh, oh my god." So he's just like, yeah, so yeah, you just have really beautiful eyes, and I just wanted to come up to you and just, you just have really beautiful eyes. Meanwhile, I look like this. So he's like, trying to hit on me, but he just kept saying the same thing where it was just like about my eyes and how I looked beautiful and all that stuff. Again, I looked like this at 12. And my sister's friend, thank goodness, chimed in and was like, hey, you do know that she's 12, right? Like, she's underage. And he was like, oh, I didn't know. She looked a lot older. And I just thought, she was older. I mean, you girls look a little older too, so I just figured that she was just older, and I'm so sorry that, I didn't mean to, And then he walks away, and we don't see him again. I remember that night, me and my sister were like kind of like scared and shitting it because we were both underage at that time. She was like, I was 12, she's 8 years older than me. I don't want to do the math right now. She's 8 years older than me, right? And I'm 12. So I think she was still underage, or at least like a little bit like older, but like, I don't know, like, but I do remember she was basically like coaching me and being like, okay, if mom asks what happened, you don't explain this to her. You don't tell her this. And I thought, okay, yeah, I don't want to tell anybody this. This is weird. So yeah, that's the time I got hit on while I was in cosplay at 12 years old. I know this one is very short. I did wanted to make another story time, but I'm just racking my head around so many stories that I could tell. I'm not really like a good storyteller, if you can tell, and also I'm just not very, how do you say? I'm just not very interesting. If you can tell, I'm not very interesting. Like, I don't really do much. I don't really go outside much, so yeah. So like every story time is a little bit, not a lot of big explosive things, but just odd things that happen in my life. So thank you for watching, and if you liked this video, make sure to hit like and subscribe, and if you'd like to be notified every time I upload, hit that bell, and I'll see you next time. Bye!